So in our last sitting we had a message which was करते हथ वड्याइयां पूर्व लिखिया पाए सच करता सच करनहार सच साहिब सच टेक सच्चो सच वखाणिए सच्चो बुद्ध बबेक सर्ब निरंतर रव रया जप नानक जीवे टेक एक. So what was the message? Let's go back for a few moments. In Sikhism, there is only discussion about two. The one is the creator and the second is the creation. And Sikhism does not deviate from that. It just talks about two things. Either the creator or the creation. And the human entity has been given the capability to know both the creator and the creation. If you talk to a dog or a cat, you will notice that they have the sense, but that sense is only about the creation. That body does not have the awareness about the creator. The sense of the creator is only available to the human. And therein lies the whole message. Sikhism says, since the creator is visible only to the human body, then the human body has a responsibility to honor that knowledge, to honor that gift. And that's why in the last hymn we were reminded, Sach Karta, Sach Karanhar, Sach Sahib, Sach Tek, Sacho Sach Vakhaniye, Sacho Buddha Babek. Human body is the only one who's aware of this, which is Sach Karta, the creator. Now this becomes a meaningless statement for an atheist. If you are in the belief system there is no creator, then this is absolutely meaningless. You should not be even discussing this. You first need to have that belief system, which is there is a higher being, there is a creator of all this. A Darwinian student might ask a simple question, and we have gone through this before, but we will briefly remind you. An evolutionist will ask you a simple question and say, why don't you accept the theory of evolution, which is there was a cosmic dust And out of the dust, the planets, and out of the planets, the rest of the evolution. I will submit to you that a creationist will say, first a creator and the rest of the creation. So now the question is, both of these individuals are starting with an assumption. The evolutionist is starting with the assumption that there was a dust. And the creationist is saying, no, there was no dust before, there was a creator. The creator created the dust. So you can just sit and argue about it, and you will not reach a conclusion. And the Sikhism says that discussion is absolutely meaningless, because neither the creationist nor the evolutionist know the truth. They are both assuming something. Ja karta sirthi ko saajai, ape jane soi. The one who actually created knows the truth. So why you arguing? You really don't know. In order to know, you have to be there yourself and witness the event. If you are not the witness, you should not be arguing. Sikhism surrenders right in the beginning. Say, I do not know. What the reality is only known to the Creator, which is what was the message last time, which said, Sach karta, sach karanahar, sach sahib, sach take, sacho sach vakhaniye, sacho buddh babek, sarban nirantar ravarya jap nanak jeeve ek. Nanak jeeve ek. Sikhism only is emphasizing one truth, which is there has to be one creator of everything that we are. Everything has to come out of one. Hence, the human mind-body system need to be focused on one. Everything else leads to the division. So if I am focused on one, then what I am supposed to do? The next hymn. Next hymn. Gur Parmeshar Pujiey Pg laye pyar, Satgur Data Jiya ka sabse de adhar, Satgur Bachan Kamamne Sacha ehe vichar, Ben sadhu sangat ratya Maya moho sabshar. Shri Rag Mehla Panjwa, ਇਹ ਇਸ ਬਾਣੀ ਦੇ ਆਖਰੀ ਦੋ ਸ਼ਬਦ ਹਨ. We are coming to the conclusion of Shri Rag Mehla Panjwa. The fifth master taking us on a journey which was, you need to do this, if you don't do that, this is what happens if you stay in that mode. Because spirituality is a choice. So if you stay in that mode, it's your choice. If you get out of that, then you have a potential of Gur Parmeshar Pujiey Pg laye pyar. If you get out of that mode, that's amazing. Saying Gur Parmeshar Pujiey. You are into the mode of worshipping the highest possible potential, which is Gur Parmeshar. Sikhism encourages you to get out of the mode of focusing on the lower body forms, whether it is the form of a statue, whether it is the form of a word, or anything else that you may think about or you may imagine. चाहे वो मूर्ति है, चाहे कोई निशान है, चाहे कोई वो दीवा बत्ती है. Gurbani says you need to get out of that model. You need to focus on the highest possible potential. Even if you don't believe it, let's say that you are an atheist. Let's say that you say there is no God. Okay, fine. There's no argument. If you believe that there's no God, do you have the belief that there's somebody higher than you? If you have that mindset that there is something higher than you, just focus on that. Something higher than you. And that something higher than you would have to be non-physical in nature, because you are physical. So Sikhism is not trying to lock you into anything. It's saying, get going. When you get going, you will have to look at something that is higher than you. Since you are physical, you will have to look at something that's non-physical. If you look at something non-physical, then what would that be? That would be Gur Parmeshar Pujiey. That will have to be something which is way beyond that you have known. So, focus on that which is non-physical. That's why the two terms are repeated here, Gur Parmeshar. Pujan de lai, do not look for something that you created. Whether you painted something, it's your creation. Agar murti bana li, it's your creation. Agar painting bana li, it's your creation. Gurbani says, get out of it. Do not focus on your own creation. Focus on what? Gur Parmeshar. Once you get to that, you will discover a truth. What is that truth? Satgur Data Ji ka sabse de Adhar. That's the truth. You will come to know that the Creator has a quality. That Creator is not only belonging to you. That Creator belongs to all of the humanity. And it supports all of the humanity. Sabse de Adhar means ਸਾਰਿਆਂ ਨੂੰ ਹੀ ਸਪੋਰਟ ਕਰਦਾ ਹੈ. it will be your discovery. Suddenly it become your truth. Suddenly it will not be a philosophy. It will become your truth also, because you will discover it. You will see it. Satgur bachan kamamane sacha ehe vichar. You will discover when you walk on that path that whatever is available to you, it is your destiny, and whatever is available to the other, it is the other's destiny. You will get to know that. Sacha eh vichar. You will know the real truth. Is vichar nu, you will be able to see it. Bin sadhu sangat ratya maya moho sabashar. Without this, what you are going through? Maya moho. The illusionary world, which is sabashar, ਸਾਰੇ ਦਾ ਸਾਰਾ एक अजीब तरह ਦਾ ਝੂਠ ਹੈ. You'll see the difference. You'll be able to see it. What are we being led to? To net it out, Gurbani is drawing the distinction between the outer life and the inner life, saying, get attached with the outer, you will feel this. Get attached with the inner, you will see this. So today, we are going to be asked to make a conscientious choice between the outer and the inner. In the word, mere sajan, har har naam samal. That's a choice. Gurbani is asking us to making that choice, which is har har naam samal. Whenever there are two words repeated, they are pointing us to get into the meditation. Mere sajan ki kar har har dobara kya. Get into that mode. Har har naam samal. The only way you can train your mind body system to see the difference and then get out of it is by har har naam samal. You have to get into the meditation. Meditation of what? Meditation of har har. Whatever reminds you of har har, whatever puts in touch with you. If every morning when you get up, and Jai Siya Ram gets you in touch with har har, then do that. Gobind. If that gets you there, get in touch with that. Vaheguru, then get in touch with that. Satanam, then get in that. It doesn't matter what you do. The bottom line is har har naam samal. Get in touch with that, which gets you going. What will happen? Sadhu sangat man vasai purano hove ghal. Ghal means the mehnat. Kalana. The work that you are doing, the ghalna, that is what you are actually implementing that need to have some end result, and that is the end result would be what? Sadhu Sangat Manavasai. That's the end result. If you have not gotten there, then whatever you're doing was a waste. Bear in mind that the work that you're doing should have the end result of Sadhu Sangat Manavasai. Puran Hovai Kal. ਉਹ ਕਾਲਣਾ ਪੂਰੀ ਤਾਂ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਜੇਕਰ ਸਾਧੂ ਦੇ ਅੰਦਰ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੋ ਗਏ ਨੇ. Normally we translate exactly the opposite. We say keep on doing it so that this happens. No. The translation is keep on doing it until this happens. ਕੀ ਕਰਦਾ ਰਹੇ? ਮੇਰੇ ਸਾਜਨ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਸੰਭਾਲ. Continue doing that. ਹਰੀ ਦਾ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਜਪਦਾ ਰਹੇ ਉਤਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਜਿਤਨੀ ਦੇਰ ਤੱਕ ਐ ਨਾ ਹੋ ਜਾਵੇ ਕਿ ਸਾਧੂ ਸੰਗਤ ਮਨ ਵਸੈ. When that happens, ਸਮਝ ਲੈ ਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਕਾਲ, ਤੇਰੀ ਕਮਾਈ ਪੂਰੀ ਹੋ ਗਈ. ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਉਹ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੋਈ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਚਿਰ ਕਰੀ ਜਾ. ਗੁਰ ਸਮਰਥ ਅਪਾਰ ਗੁਰ ਵਡਭਾਗੀ ਦਰਸ਼ਨ ਹੋਏ, ਗੁਰ ਅਗੋਚਰ ਨਿਰਮਲਾ ਗੁਰ ਜੇਵੜ ਅਵਰ ਨਾ ਕੋਏ, ਗੁਰ ਕਰਤਾ ਗੁਰ ਕਰਨਹਾਰ ਗੁਰਮੁਖ ਸੱਚੀ ਸੋਏ, ਗੁਰ ਤੇ ਬਾਹਰ ਕੁਛ ਨਹੀਂ ਗੁਰ ਕੀਤਾ ਲੋੜੇ ਸੋ ਹੋਏ. The whole statement is actually focused on the method that has been given to you. Have the belief. If you don't have the belief, you will continuously be checking the others. And Gurbani says, no, wait a minute. Have you given this the fair chance? If you did, then this is a guaranteed thing that you will continue thinking about this, which is Gur Tirath, Gur Parjat. Parjat ਕਿਹਨੂੰ ਕਹਿੰਦੇ ਨੇ? It's a tree, mythological, which says that if you go under that tree and sit there and you ask for anything, the parja tree give you that fruit. Say it. If you have the real belief system in the word, what is Guru? Guru in Sikhism is not a human body. Gur in Sikhism is the word, Shabad. If you have the faith in the Shabad, in the word, then you will stay there. You would not be shaken. So Gur Tirath, Tirath means what? Tirath doesn't mean to go to some place. Literally the Tirath word means something that doesn't move. Jatri ਆਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਤੇ ਜਾਂਦੇ ਨੇ, ਪਰ ਤੀਰਥ ਨਹੀਂ ਆਂਦਾ ਜਾਂਦਾ. Tirath is fixed. That's why that word is used. Gur Tirath. Gur means that principle is unshaken. Gur Parjat, meaning where you can get your wishes filled. Gur Ucha, Gur Agam Apar, meaning thereby It's encouraging the seeker to get to one principle and then stay there and not be shaken by what goes around in the outside periphery of it. Get attached with the center, which is get attached with a single word, which is reminding you of the Creator. Once you are there, then do not be disturbed by what goes on the periphery. And the whole message is pointing out to that. Today it's saying, Gur Tirath Gur Parjat Gur Manasa Puran Har Gur Data Har Naam De Udhre Sab Sansar Gur Samarath Gur Narankar Gur Ucha Agam Apar Gur Ki Mehma Agam Hai Kya Kathe Kathanhar. Traditionally, these lines are translated by saying that the Guru, meaning somebody in physical form, needs to be given the credit. The reality is, Gurbani does not care about the physical form at all. It's worried about the word. That word could come to you from a person, from a radio, from a television, from a book. Gurbani doesn't care. It says, the word that changed your life is your Guru. So hang on to that. Don't be shaken. Don't be shifting your belief systems every day. Just hang on to that and move and continue your journey. And when you continue your journey, what will happen? Jitade phal man banchiye, titade sadgur paas, पूर्व लिखे पावणे सच नाम दे रास सतगुर सरणी आया बाहुड़ नाही विनाश हर नानक कदे न विसरो हे जियो पिंड तेरा रास. जितड़े फल मन बांचिए, whatever you have in your mind, if you stay true to the word, then what happens? He says, जितड़े फल मन बांचिए, जितने भी मन दे विच विचारां रखियां होइयां सन, तितड़े सतगुर पास. The Creator already knows this. Whatever desires or lack thereof I have within my mind, doesn't my Creator already know it? Why do I have to say it? He already knows it. Why? Because he is inside and outside and everywhere. So whatever is inside my heart, he already knows it. So I don't have to say it. So if I deserve it, he'll make sure I get it. But if I have a desire, but I don't deserve it, then I can have all the desires I want. He already knows it, that I don't deserve it. So I'm not going to get it. What a lesson. Think about it. Meditate on that thought. That I have something in my heart and I don't get it, and I'm being very frustrated and angry about it. What is Gur Parmeshar teaching us? It's saying, if you are not getting what is in your heart, that means that's a false expectation. You are not meant to get it. You are only getting frustrated on a completely meaningless thing because you are not supposed to have it anyway. Jitade phal man baanchiye, titade sadgur paas. The Creator already knows what you deserve. Titade sadgur paas. He knows it. Now, if you keep on wishing something that you don't deserve, you will only frustrate yourself. That's basically it. If you already deserved it, you will get it automatically. Why? Because He knows that you deserve it. Jitade sadgur, jitade phal man baanchiye. ਜਿਨ੍ਹਾਂ ਵਿੱਚੋਂ ਤੇਰੇ ਮਨ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਵਿਚਾਰ ਹਨ ਔਰ ਉਹ ਉਹਨਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਤਾ ਹੈ, and you deserve it, you will get it. If you don't deserve it, you won't get it. So, getting frustrated without something, about something that you are not getting becomes meaningless. ਜਿਤੜੇ ਫਲ ਮਨ ਬਾਂਚੀਏ ਤਿਤੜੇ ਸਤਿਗੁਰ ਪਾਸ ਪੂਰਬ ਲਿਖੇ ਪਾਵਣੇ. Those which are yours, you will automatically get them. Why? They are already there. Purab likhe pavane. They have already been written. You will already automatically get it. If you are not getting it, that means they are not yours. Stop wishing. They don't belong to you. Why? Sach naam de ras. The giver does not play any favors. His name is Sach naam de ras. His name is the truth. He plays no favors. Sadgur sarani aya bahod nai bedas. So, when you surrender, when you give up, bahod nahi benas, there is absolutely no negativity. Benas is destruction. There's no negativity. Whatever is supposed to happen is the only thing that happens, and you need to get to a state where Har Nanak kade na visrao e jiyo pind tera ras. This is the final stage of every human entity, which is Har Nanak kade na visrao. Never ever forget. Never ever go into a state where you are in your own mind. You always stay in touch with the ultimate creator, who is Eh Jiyo Pind Tera Ras. Geo, pinned. Inner and outer. A drama between the inner and the outer. You always stay in touch with that. So long as you are there, whatever else goes around will be what? The next hymn defines that. Santa Jano Sun Bhaiyo.
Before you go to the next hymn, you have that line, see na?
हाँ जी
ऊपरली लाइन सी ऊपर
सतगुर सरणी आया
नहीं साजन हर हर नाम समाल ऊपर शुरू जी मेरे मेरे साजन हर हर नाम समाल going back
अच्छा हाँ जी वो रहाव दे तुक सी ना
समाल उते why did it say small जप है ना मेरे साजन हर हर
हाँ जी let's go back गुर परमेश्वर पूजिए मंतन लाए प्यार सतगुरु दाता जी का सबसे दे आधार सतगुरु भजन कमावने सच्चा ए विचार बिन सतगुरु संगत रत्या माया मोह सब शार मेरे साजन हर हर नाम समाल साधु संगत मन वसै पूर्ण होवे घाल रहाओ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਸੈਂਟਰਲ ਥੀਮ ਸੀ ਉਸ ਹਿਮ ਦਾ ਉਹ ਇਹ ਸੀ ਮੇਰੇ ਸਾਜਣ ਹਰ ਹਰ ਨਾਮ ਸਮਾਲ ਸਾਧੂ ਸੰਗਤ ਮਨ ਵਸੈ ਪੂਰਨ ਹੋਵੇ ਗਾਲ ਇਹ ਰਹਾਉ ਦੀ ਤੁਕ ਹੈ ਜਿਹੜੀ ਕਹਿ ਰਹੀ ਹੈ as long as you have in your mind which is har har naam samal which is what we are talking about so long you continue the single thought process which is har har naam it doesn't matter what word you choose you may be choosing word Gobind, you may be choosing Satnam, you may be choosing Om, you may be choosing Vaheguru, you may be choosing Amen, it doesn't matter. Allah, you may be choosing anything. What are you choosing? Choose Har Har Naam. Something that reminds you about the Hari. The name should remind you about the Har Har. Mere sajan Har Har Naam Samal. That's a single thought, single message.
Small here is a reminder or a jap?
Samal is sambhalna, to keep it inside.
That's what it is.
Samal word actually comes from the three energies: creation, and then the support of the creation, and then the destruction of the creation. Samalna actually have all three ਜਿਹਨੂੰ ਅਸਾਂ ਤਿੰਨ ਸ਼ਕਤੀਆਂ ਕਹੀਆਂ ਨਾ ਬ੍ਰਹਮਾ ਵਿਸ਼ਨ ਤੇ ਮਹੇਸ਼ in Sikhism that word is Samalana. Brahma is the creation, Vishnu is the sustenance, Mahesh is the destruction. Those three energies are actually represented in a single word called Samarana. So gar keha, so ghar keha, jit beh sarv samale. when we were doing that in Japji Sahib, Sodar de vich, we discussed that quite a bit in detail. Samalana word is which actually contains all three existence, and where in here mere sajan har har naam samal, ਉਸ ਹਰੀ ਦੇ ਨਾਮ ਨੂੰ ਪਕੜ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਸ਼ਕਤੀਆਂ ਨੇ, ਕਿਹੜੀਆਂ? ਪੈਦਾ ਕਰਨਾ, ਪਾਲਣਾ ਤੇ ਨਾਸ਼ ਕਰਨਾ। ਉਸ ਅਕਸ਼ਰ ਨੂੰ ਪਕੜ ਜਿਹਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਇਹ ਤਿੰਨੇ ਸ਼ਕਤੀਆਂ ਹੋਣ। ਸੋ ਸਿੱਖ ਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਗੱਲ ਸਮਝਾਈ ਜਾਂਦੀ ਹੈ, ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਯਾਦ ਦਿਲਾਇਆ ਜਾਂਦਾ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਆਪਣੇ ਹੀ ਬਣਾਏ ਹੋਏ ਅੱਖਰਾਂ ਨੂੰ ਪਕੜ ਕੇ ਨਾ ਬੈਠ ਜਾ। ਗੁਰੂ ਗੋਬਿੰਦ ਸਿੰਘ ਇਸੇ ਕਰਕੇ ਬਾਰ-ਬਾਰ ਯਾਦ ਦਿਲਾਉਂਦੇ ਨੇ ਕਿ ਬਈ ਸਿੱਖ ਜਿਹੜਾ ਏ ਉਹ ਨਿਰ ਆਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਪੁਜਾਰੀ ਹੈ, ਆਕਾਰ ਦਾ ਨਹੀਂ ਹੈ। ਸਿੱਖ ਧਰਮ ਦੇ ਵਿੱਚ ਅਗਰ ਕੋਈ ਗਲਤੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਤੇ ਮੇਨ ਇਹੀ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ ਕਿ ਸਿੱਖ ਧਰਮ ਨੂੰ ਬਾਹਰ ਖਿੱਚਿਆ ਗਿਆ ਸੀ, ਉਹ ਦੁਬਾਰਾ ਫਿਰ ਉੱਥੇ ਵੜ ਗਿਆ। तो सारा शब्द जिहड़ा है उस सानू उत्थे लैके जांदा है, किथे? गुर तीरथ, गुर पार जात, गुर मनसा पूर्ण हार, गुर दाता हर नाम दे उतरे सब संसार। ये गुर कौन है? The word gur point out to गुर की महिमा अगम है, क्या कथे कथन हार। Is pointing out to that gur. The word gur is being used for that ultimate creator. गुर सम्राट, गुर निरंकार, गुर ऊंचा अगम आकार, गुर की महगा अगम है, क्या कथे कथन हार। जितड़े फल मन बांछिए तितड़े सतगुर पास, पुरब लिखे पावने सच नाम दे रास, सतगुर सरणी आया बहुड़ नाई विनाश, हर नानक कदे न विसरो ए जियो पिंड तेरा रास। The whole hymn is taking us to that ultimate creative energy which is non-destructive, which is non-physical, which is centered around one, and pointing out to us and saying we are supposed to focus on that one and not anything else. If we do get there, then what happens? संत जनो सुन भाइयो छूटन साचे नाए, गुर के चरण सरेवणो तीरथ हर का नाओ, आगे दरगह मनिए मिन मिले निथावे थाओ। So what is the ultimate state? Sant jano sun bhaiyo छूटन साचे नाए। That's the ultimate state. The highest state of human possibility is what? Chutan sachai nai. That's the ultimate state. If you get to the ultimate truth, if you get to the last word, then you will get to Chutan sache nai. You'll be free from the bondage of life and death. That's the ultimate test. कि असें सच्चे गुरु नूं मिल गए हैं. That's the ultimate test. कि सानू उन्हें सही शब्द दिता है. That's the ultimate test. The ultimate test is छूटन साचे नाय.
That you get free from the bondage.
If you are free from the bondage, then whatever you have is the real one. If you are not free from the bondage, it doesn't matter who gave you, what you got, that was all false. So, ultimate truth is Chutan Sachai Nai. You have to free from the bondage. If that is the case, then Guru ke charan sarevane, that Guru's deserves what? Guru ke charan sarevane, that Guru deserves the seva. That Guru deserves Tirath Har ka naam. He has made the Hari the now. The Tirath. Tirath word means the one that you go around again and again. He has given you that secret, then he deserves all of the respect. Aage dargahe maniye mile nathave now. He has made sure that you get to the ultimate state. आ गए दर गए मानिए अगली वाली स्टेट जड़ी है वो तेरे लिए पूरी हो गई है. That means that person who has got you there deserves all the respect. भाई रे साची सदगुरु सेव. सदगुरु तुठे पाइए पूर्ण अलख अभय. If that's what you are getting, if you are getting to that state of being, which is भी मिले निथा में निथाओं, अगर वो तैनू जगह मिल गई है ਤਾਂ ਉਸ इंडिविजुअल दी उस पर्सन दी भाई रे सतगुरु से साची सतगुरु से ਉਹਦੇ ਲਈ ਪੂਰੀ ਸਿਰ ਝੁਕਾਉਣ ਦੀ ਲੋੜ ਹੈ. You need to surrender to that. It is that in सतगुरु तुठे पाइए, उसकी कृपा ਦੇ ਸਦਕਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਇਹ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਹੋਈ ਹੈ. पूर्ण अलख अभय. उस पूर्ण दा उस कृपा दा ਜਿਹੜਾ ਤੈਨੂੰ ਪ੍ਰਸਾਦ ਮਿਲਿਆ ਇਹ ਉਸ ਦੀ ਕਿਰਪਾ ਕਰਕੇ ਮਿਲਿਆ. So surrender to it. सतगुर बिटों वारिया जिन दाता सच नाओ, अन दिन सच सलाहना, सच्चे के गुण गाओ, सच खाना सच पहनना, सच्चे सच्चा नाओ. Surrender everything to what? Sadguru Vittu Varya. Give everything to that. Nothing keep to yourself. once you get to that state, once you find that individual who has achieved that state of being, then you need to surrender everything. सास गिरास न विसरै सफल मूरत गुर आप गुर जेवड़ अवर न दिसई आठ पहर तिस जाप नदर करे तां पाइये सच नाम गुण तास. So ultimate existence, this hymn is bringing us to that state of existence. Once you find the one who has achieved that ultimate state, it's basically getting us also and saying surrender everything to that individual if you find one, because गुर परमेश्वर एक है सब में रया समाए जिनको पूर्व लिखिया सेई नाम दे आए नानक गुर शरणागति मरे न आवे जाए. What a message. If you get to one who've been there, who has achieved that state, then you surrender all of your being to that one. And once you do that, you'll be surprised by the fact that what you get in return would be absolutely lot more than you give up.
Once we have surrendered,
that is something that you have to see for yourself. Surrendering the ego to that individual who has achieved the ultimate state. When you surrender, you will also see those miracles. And it's asking, नदर करे तां पाइये सच नाम गुण तास. When you get to that state, which is Satgur Vitton Varya Jin Data Sach Nao An Din Naam Salahana Sache Gun Gao Sach Khana Sach Penana Sacha Naam Sacha Nao Saas Giras Na Visara. Those who have gone ahead of you, when you surrender, you start seeing all of that happening to you as well. So, surrender the self so that you can experience yourself. सास गिरास न बिसरै सफल मूरत गुण आप गुड जेवड़ अवर न दिसई आठ पहर दिस जाप नदर करे तां पाइये सच नाम गुण तास. गुर परमेश्वर एक है सब में रहया समाए जिनको पूर्व लिखिया सेई नाम ते आए, नानक गुर शरणागति मरे न आवे जाए। If you get to that state, if you surrender to that one who has achieved who can see this, which is Gur Parmeshar एक है. For us, right now, as we sit here, I am I, you are you, and he is he. But if we surrender, then we suddenly notice, which is गुर परमेश्वर एक है, सब में रह समाए. When we got to that state, that's what we see. And if we see that, जिनको पूर्व लिखिया सेई नाम ते आए, if we get to that state, then we find नानक गुर शरणागति मरे न आवे जाए. Then we start seeing one in one, one in all. Then we are able to get to the state where मरे न आवे जाए. Then we are able to see the one. There is absolutely no coming and going for the rest of existence. So
finish that up to the end of the new year, end of the old year.
maybe you can get to that state. Maybe we will continue working to see that he is in all. We see also that in all in one. So we will wrap at this.
Thank you.
And we meet next time. We will get to the Ashtapadiyam.